Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to another instalment of, let's say, Rate the Deck, or whatever it is that we are calling it. So, we're looking at another archetype today, and today's archetype is the Gem Knights. Now, this archetype is used by a pony character, well, actually, a unicorn character called Rarity. And the reason why is because, well, Rarity likes all things shiny or gem-like. So, I thought it was right that, she'd have a deck with crystals and garnets and tourmalines and sapphires and obsidians and whatever. So those are the cards that we've got. We've got a Gemnite Crystal, we've got a Garnet, two Garnets actually, two Tourmalines, a Sapphire, two Obsidians, three Sardonyxes, two Alexandrites, which is useful for getting Crystal or just any of these cards out for your fusions. We've got an Emerald, we've got Gemnite Iolites, we've got a Gem Armadillo, a Gem Merchant, a Gem Turtle, and then these are cards sort of outside the archetype, which are support cards. We've got Rescue Rabbit, which is useful for getting two Garnets or two Tourmalines out. Got a Crystal Rose. Now what's interesting about this card is it supports the Gemnite archetype and the Melodious archetype. Now, if anyone follows the My Little Pony show, Rarity has a sister, and the archetype that she is going to use is the Melodious archetype. So they both share the Crystal Rose card, which I think is quite a nice thing for those two to do. We've also got two Block Dragons. Now, I was really sceptical about including this card and getting up to two because it's outside the archetype. It's a really good card, and I was really worried that this would end up being the boss monster of the archetype, which thankfully it's not proven to be. It's just been a really useful support card, because if it was the boss monster, then I'd feel like it defeats the object of playing Gem Knights. I'm just playing a Block Dragon deck with Gem Knight support, but no, this card's more of a support, so I think that justifies its inclusion in the deck. If it was the card that was just winning everything, then I'd be a lot more sceptical about it, but it's just a really useful card that helps. So then spells, we've got Particle Fusion, so for fusing them, we've got 3 copies of Gem Knight Fusion, maybe reduce it to 2, especially with Gem Turtles, usefulness in getting one of them. We've got an Absorb Fusion, Dark Hole, Foolish Burial, useful for getting either Block Dragon or Crystal Rose in the graveyard. Lightning Vortex, Mystical Space Typhoon, Monster Reborn, yes it is illegal. 2 Pyroxene Fusions, Fragment Fusion, Raigeki Break, Divine Wrath, Red Reboot, and Solemn Warning. Now with cards like Divine Wrath, Raigeki Break and Lightning Vortex, the reason we're using them is because of the cost of discarding a card. A card like Gem Knight Fusion is really useful, as I can just remove from play 1 Gem Knight from the graveyard. Sorry, you say banish these days. Just banish, 1 Gem Knight monster from the graveyard, and you get this card back in your hand, so you can use it as the cost for your Raigeki Break, Divine Wrath, or Lightning Vortex, if you don't have any other cards. We've also got a copy of Brilliant Fusion here, but we're not allowed to put this in the deck at the moment because it is banned. So I'm really hoping that that card does come off the ban list so that it can be included in this deck. So when it comes to fusions, we've got Gem Knight Citrine, Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond, you go to really, Gem Knight Ruby, Gem Knight Master Diamond, Gem Knight Topaz, we've got Prismara, Lady Lapis Lazuli. I've removed Lapis, so there's no real need for this card anymore. Aquamarine, Seraphonite, Amethyst, Zirconia, good at 2900 beat stick. Then you've got your Xyz and your links, so Gem Knight Pearl, staple card really in most of the decks that we've got here, and 3 Gem Knight Phantom Quartz. And Link's not really something that I've been that comfortable using, but recently started using this card, and it's been such an improvement for the deck. So just put the table up. This deck came 5th, so 2nd from last. We're in real danger of going down. It was only in the last 3 games that we got 3 straight wins, which was enough to secure not coming last and save the deck from relegation. So we changed some things around. As I said, added the extra block dragon, added the crystal rolls, and just did a few other things just to turn it around. And I started using this link card, which was in the extra deck, but because I wasn't that comfortable using links, wasn't really seeing that much play. So if you look at this table, which is just the table of the results from the last 3 games, it won all 3 of them. So I think if we ever did the league tournament again, this deck would have a very, very good chance of actually winning the whole thing, let alone just surviving relegation. Side deck very quickly then, so we've got Lapis, Lazuli, Amber, Gem Enhancement, another Particle Fusion, Forbidden Chalice, Card Destruction, this card here which just sort of keeps all the cards safe, Reasoning as well. Now these are the side deck. I think these cards were originally in the deck, some of them at least, and then I took them out, balanced them around just to try and make the deck play a bit better, which it has done. So anyway, this is the Gem Knights. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Who's that Gem Knights?